I'm Markus Bucher. I am the owner of Maleny Cheese, and our business has been running now for 4.5 years here in the wonderful sunny coast of Queensland. We're about 400 metres above sea level, 25 kilometres away from the coast, so a very nice region to set up the perfect cheese factory. Maleny is in such a nice area, and it also has an extremely good climate. It's ideal for making cheese. It reminds me very much of Switzerland, where I originate. I'm from Switzerland, grew up on a Swiss dairy farm, and been a cheesemaker all my life. I wanted to become a cheesemaker at the age of 7. Growing up on a Swiss farm and on a daily basis, basically dropping the milk off in the local cheese factory, and I was really interested in, I think that's where my passion started, and to become a cheesemaker. I was absolutely amazed that fresh milk that we just got from our cows was turned into wonderful different types of products like cheese and yogurt and butter and so many different varieties of food. And you know, as a young bloke, I was always hungry, and I absolutely loved that food. I loved cheese. At the age of 16, I started my apprenticeship as a cheesemaker, and my training probably finished when I was of the age of 25, and I just finished my master's in cheese making. Then I decided to go and do a trip around the world and see the world before I would settle down and have a cheese business. And during that trip, I actually got to know my wife. I ran into my wife in Denver, Colorado, in America, and which I later married. Of course, she was Australian, and here I am now in Maleny. Cheese making is a very serious job. You need to know what you're doing. You can learn it in one day, but to actually have a successful business, you need a lot more. You need an immense amount of knowledge and expertise. You need to be able to solve your problems. For instance, if your cheese doesn't set, you need to know why it doesn't set. Even though you've done all your steps right and it's still not happening, you need to know why. And I think with experience, you can solve problems. And I think a cheesemaker is very much looking at what is happening here in the cheese vat and then solving that particular problem, because it's very much a hands-on situation. It's not about pushing buttons or pressing buttons. It's very much about hands-on and feeling and working with your feeling. It's almost like it's an art. It is really an art. Cheese making is a real art. We have a lot of local support here in Maleny. We're trying to keep the farmers on their land. We're trying to keep the dairy industry alive, and I also support a lot of local people. So when I set up Maleny Cheese, I decided to make a soft cheese, a brie and a camembert, and a triple cream brie. But we also make 3 types of fetas: sun-dried tomato, herb and garlic, and a plain feta. And we make a farmhouse cheese. It's called Bold Knob. That's from the region we are here. We also make club cheddars and yogurt. Basically producing more yogurt than we produce cheese now. And in a very short time we have outgrown our facility, and we need to upgrade and move some of the production to another different location. We are experimenting on new production lines, on new flavours. A company called Galeru is supplying me very shortly with rainberry and rain cherry flavours, and also rain plums, which have a very, very unusual but excellent flavour. In the last 5 years, we've won numerous awards in the Specialty Cheesemakers Association Award, which is very highly regarded. We just recently won a gold medal in the white mold section. The yogurt also won an award in February with the passion fruit Greek style yogurt. We at Maleny Cheese have a new range. We have the luck of getting some buffalo milk, and we produce about 3-4 types of buffalo cheese out of that milk, which is quite astonishing. There's only 3 different buffalo herds in Australia. One's in Atherton Tableland, one's in Victoria, and one is in Maleny. I think the people really appreciate Maleny Cheese being a local product. Basically, we come full circle. You know, in the 60s, 70s, we had all the smaller cheese factories disappearing, and in the 90s we just had big, huge dairy factories and big processors, and now we're going back and smaller cheese factories are popping up all over the place. So we've gone full circle. And I think people today want a product that is more closer to the region. It's a local product produced from local people in a local area.